Hi guys, probably most of you have heard that Huff Paranormal has closed down everything. We did a little video on it last night. He did put a post up on Facebook explaining what's happened to him. I gotta be honest, the post he put up was pretty harsh. It's pretty deep and a bit gut-wrenching, to be honest with you. Something's really obviously affected him. I know you're gonna have. We had some comments on our YouTube page last night that he's a fraud and this and that. And I mean, the guy used the apps and the things he built every day, a couple of times a day, right? He did do it a lot. And did he overdo it? Do you know? Well, you know, because he did the protection. And he did all the stuff, and you know, he added protection symbols to the gold box and the different apps and the different devices he built and stuff like that. So it's a funny one. But I read his message last night on Facebook. It was a bit gut wrenching, to be honest with you. I mean, talked about it all being a lie, and you know, he's been manipulated, and the devil and demons and stuff like that, and all this sort of stuff come out, and it was harsh. Like, I mean, from me and my guys, I mean, I've been doing the paranormal a long time, and I've wanted to quit quite a few times. I really have, because it's gone on top. I mean, we've had like attacks and stuff, and because we do stuff with the light, and we preach about God and love and hope and you know, all these things. And yeah, it's gutting. It did send us into a conversation last night about, because we've been doing we've done 6 sessions so far live on YouTube, and some of the responses we've had are absolutely unbelievable, right? They are it's just deep, and this spiritual, there's philosophy in there, and some of them are crystal clear. The answers are crystal clear, and some of them are obviously, you know, you've got to sort of interpret them. You've got to do a bit of research on them, but it's still so profound. They're just amazing. Now, I mean, we've had things about the second coming, and we've had things about these ETs who wanted to meet us, and we were supposed to meet them last night, and we ended up talking about Steve Huff and doing a now debate. So it seems like, I mean, you got Secure Team 10. He said that he's had Men in Black watching him, and Huff's gone down, and there's a couple of, you know, well-known spiritual people who talk about alternative views, who seem to be under attack, which is pretty crazy. So it's sort of a stark warning in it, really. You've got to be careful when you're doing this stuff. We've got loads of paranormal groups now on Facebook, and doing this live and doing that live, and they're all giggling and joking. It's great, yeah, it's brilliant. Like, looking for spirits and all that is fabulous. Like, but there is a real side to the paranormal that will kick you in the balls if you're not careful. I'm telling you now, it will. It is proof there. Huff's gone down. Like, something's happened. I mean, do we know the truth about it? We just know what he's done on the videos. I mean, I said last night, I think he's done stuff on his own that he hasn't recorded, and he's had some profound messages come through, because that's the way the paranormal works. It's not all about showing people and different things. And so yeah, I mean, the devil, like, I mean, obviously something got in his head and has freaked him out. But we did have a discussion last night, and I'll go into this now, quick. Well, I say quick. Now, I spoke in a video before, right, about being spiritual, okay? And the second coming I talked about, right? Because we've had quite a bit on the second coming. We've had some real biblical content come through the SED too. On our live sessions, like so say to watch it. We haven't made this up. This was all live, right? So you can watch it yourselves. And the world right now, right? We've got things going on, right, with Trump and Kim Jong-un, and we've got all these things going on in the world, and all this shit and negativity and darkness, and it's affecting us in the paranormal. It have for a long time, and me and Jazz and my guys, and I know friends who I found through the paranormal and stuff like that. There's a message in these things. There's a big message we get in from this paranormal contact we're having through these devices, and basically, there's a couple of scenarios, right, where the world, right, can change, and we could have someone come from outer space, okay? I'll just give an example, and threaten to, like my mate Jared said last night, zap us all, a billion of us into space. We got 1 year to sort our lives out, or we're all getting zapped into space, right? Now, we couldn't create a better world from that, right? We couldn't, because it'd be through fear. If through necessity, we'd have to do it, otherwise we're going to die. There's so many scenarios, right, that could make us better as a people, right? There's lots of scenarios, but the only one that really works, and this doesn't involve beings from another world, God with all his powers, and Jesus with all his powers and everything else. It just basically boils down to this, what I'm doing to you now. It's just going to be a message. And you have to act on it. And I've spoken about this before. This is the only scenario that would actually lead to the world becoming a better place, more spiritual. And it doesn't have to be. I'm not talking about now we're all sitting around in our white robes now in the Garden of Eden picking fucking fruit from a tree and all just singing songs around the fucking campfire with banjos and whatnot. That's not how the world's going to be, right? Because I've discussed this before. If something's consensual, right? If two parties agree to it, and the rest of the world deems it wrong, right? Oh, that's disgusting. But the two parties both consent to that, right? The one does it to the other, and the other does it to the other. And they've consented. It's not false consent, it's actual consent. That's what their heart desires. And they've both agreed to it. I don't think God gives a flying fuck about stuff like that. I don't give a shit. Carry on. If that's what you want to do, if you consent to it, anything that's non-consented, yeah, it's bullshit, right? And you're going to see videos where people are talking about our higher selves and this fucking shit and that shit. And sorry about my language, but this is my language. And telling you, to connect with this and come with that and fucking do this and you must be this and you must be that. No, it's bullshit. It's all fucking crap. It's all an absolute load of shit. You just got to try. You just got to try. That's all you got to do. You just got to give it a go. You haven't got to do it. You haven't got to be the best. You haven't got to be like fucking walking on water or nothing. You just got to try, like. And believe in yourself. Really believe in yourself, like. Just give it your best shot. That's all it's not. That's all it's ever going to be asked of you. I mean, you got. I discussed this last night. You got two scenarios, right? All the world tomorrow decides to make the world a better place. But you've got one group, a large group, that say, nah, we want to take things, and we want to be this, and we want to fucking rape people, and we want to fucking be pedophiles, and we got all this power and money, and knows what else, right? And we're left with a scenario. Do we destroy them? Because they've said, no, they're going to fight, they're going to kill us, right? Do we destroy them? Right? And I said last night, who gets to be the judge of that action? Now, personally, I think it's the people that's been wronged. It's the people have had, this group of people have done all the things they've done. To whoever they've done it to, they get the right to choose their punishment. right? Now, if, say for example, somebody killed someone I love, and I decided they should die, right? They've killed the person I love the most. So it's my call, eye for an eye. I decide, no, they should fucking die. They've killed the person I love. Or, and this is where it's an head fuck, or do I say, no, I want them to live the rest of their lives making up for what they've done to me, and help someone that's gone through the same thing I have. Like two soldiers on opposite sides of a trench killing each other. Now, this soldier sees him as the enemy, okay? He's killed his family, he's fucking destroyed his life, destroyed the world he lives in. Now, on the other side of the trench, that soldier sees him as the murdering bastard, and he's killed his family, so he wants to kill him. So, that is a perpetual war. Because that hate, if you survive, you spread that hate. Okay? Because we've had things saying the souls are trapped, and Huff did, and souls are trapped on Earth. The reason they're trapped is because we make the same mistakes. We live in our lives in racism, and hate, and selfishness, and bigotry, and fuck knows what else. And then when we die, we're all going to the same fucking building. The people you were hated, the people you were racist to, the people you fucking shit on, the people you bullied, the people you just stepped on to get where you are, right next to you. Standing right next to you, going to the same place. What do? Do you hold that hate? That's the person you've hated all your fucking life. Just because you're dead, what changes? And you see in front of you this big, bright white light. This fucking wondrous place where none of it matters. It's all bullshit. But that person hates you as well. So yeah, that's why souls are trapped on Earth. And if two soldiers decided to put down their guns and said, I'm sorry for the things I've done to you, and please forgive me, I was just angry. I was just fucking blinded by it all. I was brainwashed. I was told this is how I had to be. And yeah, because I lost my family, the people I love. And that person goes, I'm sorry. Fuck, I'm sorry, like. I didn't mean it. Because gun doesn't work without a fucking finger. There's not one in the world that doesn't. So, this is a bit of thought for you. I'm just in that type of mood. We talked about it last night. And yeah, there's so many ways we can make this world a better place without turning into fucking robots. And I'm just thinking about how life affects us and how we affect others. And I can give you so many scenarios. I got millions of them. I pondered on this stuff for fucking years, to be honest with you. And there is a better way. There is a much better way. And it doesn't involve forcing things on people or saying you must or else. It just involves being the best person you can be and seeing the person you fucking hate and putting that person in your shoes and seeing why they hate you. Because we go on about terrorism and all this bullshit, we got to see why they fucking hate us, and we got to know why we hate them. Once you start to look at that, you'll be surprised how fucking similar we are. And when it comes to, just if you're still watching, when it comes to evil, right, if you come across this stuff, right, like poor old Huff, the best form of defense, and you might say God and Jesus, yeah, because that's following a spiritual path. It really is, right? If you follow it properly. Don't listen to what man has put into the fray. You listen to the little messages, the little hidden messages in the Bibles and the spiritual part of it. You'll be shocked at how really spiritual it is. But if you just believe if we just try to be the best, and you get these little voices, we all got demons, right? We all got them in the back of our head that say things to us and show us fucking weird shit, and take us on a dark place, and it's how you react to it. It's how we react to it. It doesn't matter that the voices here, we've all got it. It's in all of us. And a lot of people fucking act on it. Because we discussed this last night after we heard about Huff, about the majority of the world is the world, sorry, I lost my, I was trying to say that then. Is the world more bad than good, or good than bad? Think about it. Are there more good people in the world? Or are there more bad people in the world? And think about how just your actions. See your actions now over the next week. Look at them. Take a look at them. In every thought you have and how you act to any situation that goes on in your life. And you'll be surprised. I mean, there's people out there that'll have the most beautiful lives and they live really spiritually, but they are away from the rest of the world. They are outside of society. That's how they live. And it's crazy because we're all so disconnected, but we're all so the same. Everything disconnects. We're disconnected from each other in such strange ways. It's bizarre, like, and it's all been, it seems like it's all developed into that sort of way, like, because I'm a bit of a conspiracy nut, and I gotta be honest with you, like, but I haven't been proved wrong on most of the things I've always thought were bullshit. So yeah, there it is. That's my message. This don't ever let anything evil comes in contact with you. Just believe in yourself. Just believe in, if you do these things, if you have this voice in your head and you don't listen to it, they can never fuck with you. Never, but can't do shit all do. They can't do things to you physically, mentally, nothing but. They got no power over you at all. Doesn't matter how shitty the things you do, you might think they are, right? As long as you don't physically hurt, or if you understand where you go wrong. If you do something and you think, oh, that was a bit shit. Didn't like that feeling. I want to do that again. So fucking it. That's that thought. Just that thought, putting yourself thinking, oh, I might have hurt someone then. Just that. If you never think, I think it was shit, get that, yeah, then don't worry. But if you go, I shouldn't have done that. That's all you need. That's the greatest power there is in the world, next to love. So, yeah. Anyway, went right off one end, didn't I? Yeah. So it is sad about old Huff, and I hope somebody helps him. I really do. Because I don't know if you're going to watch this, Huff, but there's no good mediums telling you that you've got the devil in your house and demons and fucking God knows what on. And then that's it. You just left to your own devices, like, it's no good, but just believe, like, just believe in yourself, like. I believe that the message is, I think something's manipulated you now, right this second, and it's told you that all of it was bullshit to make you feel like it was all worthless and empty and you were manipulated. I don't think that's the case, but I think something just dark come in. And I think it had something to do with that gold, I really do, like. So yeah. Stay in the light, brother. And one of my friends has messaged you, and we put a post on your page, but if you get stuck, but give us a buzz. And we'll sort it out. Anyway, guys, take care.